Thank you all for being here tonight. My name is Warren Simons, and I'm the president of the Montgomery Art Guild. Bob Corley, who is a board member of the Guild, is assisting tonight. He's on the back end running all of the technical things that we're going to need as part of this presentation. So thanks to Bob. These are pretty challenging times with COVID, but we're determined not to let them keep us from creating, not finding ways to exhibit our work, and we're going to do everything we can to take care as part of that process, but we're not going to let this situation slow us down. And so tonight, you're all here, and we welcome you to the virtual opening reception for the 54th Montgomery Art Guild Regions Bank exhibition. And we're going to start off tonight by hearing a few words from Arthur Ducote, who's the market president of Regions Bank, and they are the sponsors of this event.
Good morning, I'm Arthur Ducote, the market president for Regions Bank. We're hosting once again the 54th Annual Montgomery Art Guild Exhibition Show. We're really excited about it. We have 57 different artists with 87 different pieces of art. Well, come on in and join us in downtown Montgomery, and the RSA Regions Tower will begin October the 27th and finish it up on November the 13th. We look forward to having you.
Mr. Ducote noted this is the 54th year of this show. That is, the very first show was in 1966. And every year since then, the Regions Bank has consistently supported us financially, given us the space, provided us with the panels to hang the work. And we want to say, the Guild wants to say, and I'm sure the art community in the River Regions says to Regions Bank, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated, and it means quite a lot to us of this long-term support. Now, when we initiated the call for this, when we had the discussion actually about whether we should do this show or not, we were all a little bit concerned that the COVID situation was going to greatly impact what we were able to do, how many people would respond. And we were more than pleasantly surprised when the same number of artists, and actually almost to the same number of pieces from last year were submitted again this year. We had 73 artists submit 213 pieces of work. And our juror, Deborah Riff, who's a printmaker from the Birmingham area, she chose 87 of those pieces to display at the Regions Bank. And that exhibit is now open to the public. You can visit it. It's in the RSA Tower. It's on the second floor. You'll need to take the elevator up there. The policy of the building is that you must wear a mask, so bring it. The hours of the exhibit are from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. And the last day of the exhibit will be Friday, November 13th. There's a catalog. We've printed a catalog for this. All of the artists who submitted to the show will receive that catalog in the mail at some point in the next week or so. We invite you to come down and see the work. Bob is going to show us a video of all the work that's in this show, and we'll go ahead and show you that now, and then I'll come back to this. I think you'll all agree that the work that we just saw is pretty fabulous. And I've seen the work in person, and I'm telling you that while this video is a really wonderful opportunity for us to see the work, there's nothing that takes the place of actually seeing it in person. You don't get a sense of scale, you don't get a sense of large or small, or the medium that was used, or the layering, or the texture, or things that were printed, what they were printed on. So you really must come to the Regions Bank at some point in the life of this show and see the work in person. I think you'll agree when you do that it's really fabulous. So as I mentioned earlier, we had a lot of response, but we only had enough room for 87 pieces. And we wanted to think about if there was another way, another venue where we could display some more of that work. And so we created a Regions 2 exhibit. And what we decided to do was to pull an additional 27 pieces of work that were submitted to the show, and we're going to post it on the Montgomery Art Guild website. This is the, when you go to the website, the landing page, on the left-hand side, you'll click on that Regions 2 and it'll take you to this page. Right now, all it shows you is the welcome. But tomorrow we'll turn this on and you'll be able to see the 27 additional pieces that we wanted everybody to get a chance to look at. This is called Regions 2. The Art Guild's website is montgomeryartguild.org, or you can Google it and you can find us that way. So now we come to the point of the reception where real excitement happens, and that is that we're going to show you the award winners. We'll start by showing the first slide, and I'll tell you a little bit about how we're going to do this. So there are 6 categories, and there's a student category, and there's a best in show. And so we're going to show you the honorable mention in each category, and we'll run through the categories 1 through 6, and then we'll show you the best in that category. We'll take a moment, I'll read to you the name and title of the person and the work, and we'll do that for all of it. The artists who win awards, just so that you know, the checks will be in the mail shortly and they'll be arriving to you via the U.S. Postal Service. So we'll go ahead and start. And the first category, the honorable mention in that category goes to Eric Boswell for Magnolia Church. Category 1 is opaque painting. And the best in category 1, opaque painting, goes to Catherine Friend for Birdie's View. Next is the honorable mention in category 2, transparent painting. The honorable mention goes to Rick Robertson for Treehouse, Clanton. And the best in category 2, transparent painting, goes to Margie McInerney for Labyrinth of Leaves. Boy, this work is all beautiful. Okay, in category 3, honorable mention, this is for sculpture, is Tara Sartorius for So Many More Bridges to Cross. Congratulations, Tara. And the best in category 3 sculpture goes to Janice Prescott for texture and turquoise. Okay, category 4, photography and computer imagery, honorable mention goes to Lorna Aho for Waiting for a Train number 2. I'm a photographer, I love this image. And the best in category 4 goes to Tim Lennox, A Second Talk. Okay, category 5, works on paper. Honorable mention goes to Edward Brummel for Lake R&R. And the best in category 5, works on paper, goes to Jeffrey Babine for Linda number 5. We have one more category, that's mixed media construction fiber arts. honorable mention goes to Life is Swindoll for The Duel. And the best in category 6 goes to Emil Madison for Pine Needle Basket Number 1. And we have a best in student category. It goes to Ryan Akers for White Cronyism. And Bob, before you turn to the next slide, I just want to let you know that what we're going to show you next is the best in show. Go ahead, Bob. And this is from category 6, Mixed Media Construction Fine Arts by Mina Duffy, and it's A Farmer Heading Home. And I want to tell you a little bit of something about this piece. It's made out of paper, and it isn't just any old paper. It's a very old traditional Korean method for making paper. It goes back over 1,000 years. It's the inner bark of mulberry trees. It's called hanji paper, and it takes a lot of skill to create that work. And we asked Deborah Riff, who was the judge, to comment on that piece. And so Bob's going to show you a little short audio with some video on that best in show.
My selection for best of show is A Farmer Heading Home. The construction of this three-dimensional piece is simply jaw-dropping. It's rich visually and reflects a perspective both complex and unexpected. This work is skillfully executed and is demonstrative of a high degree of artistry. Congratulations to the artist. Well done.
Those are the honorable mentions in the best in category, the student award, and the best in show. And I just want to let you know that we've been recording this presentation, and sometime in the next couple of days, we'll post this to the Montgomery Art Guild YouTube channel, and we'll create a link for it on our website. So you'll be able to go back and look at it again, maybe sit down with some relatives or friends who weren't able to make it and watch it with them. I want to ask all of you artists who are here tonight that if you're not a member of the Montgomery Art Guild, you might consider joining. It gives you all kinds of opportunities to talk with artists, to participate in our shows. You don't have to be an artist. You can be an art lover and support the arts by becoming a guild member. Next year in May, we're going to partner with the Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts and present the biennial Montgomery Art Guild, Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts exhibition. Sometime late in the winter or early spring, we'll make an announcement publicly and invite artists to submit to that show. It's always a fabulous show. It hangs for several months in the museum's main galleries. And depending on where we are with COVID, maybe we'll be able to actually have an in-person reception at the museum, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I'd like to thank all the artists who submitted to this show. Without your submissions, without your participation, none of this would be possible. So thank you very much. And thanks to all the Montgomery Art Guild members who volunteered, who helped take in the work, who helped hang the work. A special thanks to Bob for helping with this presentation, getting the panels out of the basement, making the catalog, all the things that go into making this show possible. Thanks to all of you. And a final big thank you to Regions Bank, who, without their support, none of this would be possible. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and look forward to seeing you again in the future when that's possible. Thank you and good night.